Alright guys, John W., also known as Sasquatch here, getting ready to unbox what I've been looking forward to for over a year now, Old Gods of Appalachia, a fantastic story podcast, getting ready to do season 4 on A24, and I just got their, I want to say Dungeons and Dragons style game. It's actually by Monty Cook, and it's using the Cypher system. Let's see what we got in the box. I was a Kickstarter backer. I'm super pumped. Let's see. I don't even know if. Well, let's see. I was not going to wait until I did this video because I looked through this shit. It's incredible. I'm actually going to go through the bad, the good, and finally, let's just see what that big, beautiful printed book looks like and whether or not I think there's the value there, and what you can expect to get if you're also able to be a part of that community, which is growing. It's great. I love what they're doing. So I had to support them. Let's see what we're getting in the box. First of all, I got my packing slip. Packing slip says I get an NPC deck, Cypher System, GM Intrusion deck, Old Gods of Appalachia Premium Dice, Old Gods of Appalachia RPG Dice Tray, Roleplay Game, and then the Player's Guide. So we'll go through the NPC deck. So here's the NPC deck. And it looks good. Opening it up, I haven't actually taken it out of the wrap yet, and of course I'm not able to do this without firmly messing this up. I'm going to have to get some card holders, carriers for that. There we go, there's one, here's two. So I didn't take these out yet, but so NPCs, a load of NPCs that you can generate, put down on your table. We've got all kinds, so looks like, we'll say, Delphine Skalicki. You know, you get an appearance, demeanor, personality, modifications, distinguishing features, all of these things. The light is being exceedingly difficult for this. Let's see if I can get that. There we go. I'm going to turn the light off. See if you guys can see it now. Good stuff. So, I mean, there are a ton of NPC characters here that you can get. I haven't compared them to the story, but it is super cool. This is the Cypher system, so I would say a lot of value in that, just being able to generate some NPCs and going through that. The next one is the GM Intrusion deck, and so that is interesting. We're going to see, it says printed in the US. That's interesting because the other one didn't come with that. So you get multiple cards that have this kind of information: combat, interaction, miscellaneous. I would say that for the MSRP, I was quoted for those two things. There's a lot of value in there. I've got it right now at $20. I would say there's about $25 each in value there, because it really gives you some options as a DM, GM, to be able to say, all right, I don't really have anything on deck. I don't have a story that necessarily flows with this, but I want to be able to do something quick and off the cuff. So I like that a lot. Next up, we have the premium dice. So these did come individually wrapped. There's 4 of them. $55 is the retail. I'm torn. I pick up these dice, and I've had a lot of dice over the years. The quality isn't great from an initial feel perspective. I'm like, all right, these dice have a lighter, almost a cheaper feel. That sucks. That's the bad. The good is that you get a lot of the unique artwork. So you'll see if I can make that real close. You get that on the 6-sided dice. The 20-sided dice is actually really cool because you get the 20, which is right there. The camera will actually capture it. And then you also get the 1, which is actually the thing that sounds like Hornet Head, but not quite. So a couple of the images were cool, but that isn't really what sold me. If you guys have listened to season 1, there's a lot of talk of the flame and the fire and the green. And the closer I was looking at these dice, the more that was really incorporated into the design. I'm going to say that the notes were taken with loving care as far as what the manufacturer did, and did it to the will of what was being asked, but I feel like they could have used some better grade plastics, maybe tighten this up a little bit. I think 55 is steep. I would go with 20 for that, but again, not bad so far. I think we're a little bit behind on value, but we're moving forward. Let's see if we get to that 250 mark. Dice tray, $20, has the Old Gods of Appalachia seal on it. Honestly, it's pretty cool. $20, that's standard. Has a good feel to it, a good weight. Taking a looking at it, being able to have enough room for all the dice, but not being so cumbersome that it takes up your whole table. This was good. This was solid. These came printed for free. It was a bonus if you got the PDF at a certain donation amount. Again, mine was $250. So I got 5 of these. These books, I would pay $15 each for these. Scrolling through, I mean, you have some fantastic artwork. You have a lot of information that you can get to a character. Well, it's not a character, but an actual player, and say, hey, here's how I want you to get started. The back of the book has some notes. I really like that map. That map is sexy as all get out. So the value's there. I would say at $10 a pop, getting 5 of these puts us back into the game of let's see where the value is. And if we're winning, we are winning right now. So 5 of these, excellent. It's enough to start a campaign, making sure that you're able to include 5 other players. So that was super cool. Last but not least, the actual role-playing game. This is the big book. So you look at it, it's hard-covered. You can hear that. And I flipped through this book. I probably, knowing that most D&D books cost $70-$80, I would have dropped $100 on this. This is, I mean, obviously you're not being able to see this because I'm reading it to my damn self, but the Witch Queen, for instance, you're getting, like, for the first time listening to this podcast in the last 3 seasons, you're actually able to see some of the artwork and concepts that are pulling up. Either they were inspired by or were the inspiration for a lot of this material, and the information, the wealth of what you can do with this book in terms of being able to really play out and enjoy Old Gods of Appalachia. This thing is top tier. Absolutely. I mean, very, very happy with this. This puts it well into the package being in that $320 to $350 range. Yeah, I'd have dropped a smooth buck on this alone, just as a tabletop enthusiast. The artwork is incredible. There's actually, wow, I didn't even know that. There's a large map printed out here that for the gram. I'm going to go ahead and peel the glue off that. So we do get another back in the Appalachian region. I've not seen this yet, so this is first for me, and I may very well be putting this in the back of my office. All right. Oh yeah, this is going in the back. Holy shit. So, Old Gods of Appalachia, that is huge. For a point of reference, I'm 6'5", so this is a damn big map. And then the other side is actually the full area of where these stories take place. Shit. And that is awesome. That's right up my alley. I'm hoping that if there's any updates that I'll be able to get an updated map, but it's cool to be able to see that for this game and some of those highlights there. But all right, that is the Old Gods of Appalachia unboxing. If you're not listening to it, it's free on Spotify and other sources where you get your podcasts. Shame on me for not supporting them on Patreon yet. This was my opportunity to support them and doing something that I know and love. So I was able to do that, and really happy that they're coming out with a season 4. Catch them if you're into magic, old Appalachian folklore, really kind of getting into the mysticism of some of the areas and some of the roots and history they're in. They do a fantastic job of really getting together, blending all this stuff. You're going to enjoy it. And thanks again, guys, for watching. Take care and have a great rest of your day.